D.S. Palmer from thelibertyweekly.com, lexmalabooks.com, author of St. Bart's High, or How I Had a Love for the Classes Beat Into Me, here on June 1st, 2012. And this time of year, there's always a couple of conspiracies going on. Usually nobody wants to talk about either of these. This time, though, we do have something strange where one of them is actually being talked about. The one that is, of course, never talked about is meeting in Virginia, as it did 4 years ago. I'm referring, of course, to the Bilderberg group, who this time, a couple of interesting revelations, have Mitch Daniels, Republican governor from Indiana, who is meeting with this group. Very interesting because many people from the right wanted him running for president. He, of course, opted not to, and now that the right Republicans pretty much have a nominee for the presidency in Mitt Romney, it's very curious that Mitt Romney, somebody who you would think is going to be maybe an antagonist of his in the future, is meeting with the behind-the-scenes powers that be. That, of course, is Mitch Daniels. Furthermore, John Huntsman, who is meeting in representation of his cancer research group, he was also a former presidential candidate, former governor of Utah. He is meeting with the Bilderbergers. And with these two guys out there, both rivals from the right side for Mitt Romney, one must wonder if he has a wooden leg to stand on at this point, does Mitt Romney. Of course, he's having a hard time inspiring the base. Here are two rivals meeting with the powers behind the scenes. Of course, we are admired in what some are referring to as the Great Recession. Every major bank is going to have a head at this Bilderberg meeting. WeAreChange.org did a great job of tracking down James Wolfensohn, former World Bank president, who, of course, did not want to discuss the Bilderberg group with these guys. They also tracked down Charlie Rose, Paul Azan, and Lawrence O'Donnell, three national soft tossers who are expert at throwing in absolutely zero probing questions toward anybody who has something to account for. They all feigned ignorance and did not want to discuss this matter at all, which makes this contrast to the NBA all the more interesting. The league had its draft lottery this last week. Of course, it owns the New Orleans Hornets, and it was very interesting that the ping pong balls came out with the Hornets getting the first pick of this year's draft. The league owns the team. It is in the league's interest to try and make sure that the team is as profitable as possible, and here the team gets the best pick in the 2012 draft. Even ESPN, which it seemed 10 years ago when it got the contract to televise NBA basketball games, part of it was that it never says anything bad about the NBA or Commissioner David Stern, was talking how this seems like it's a little bit fishy. They didn't want to go on the record as saying that it is fishy, because it is, but they didn't want to go out, just walk right by it either, which is what Charlie Rose, Paul Azan, Lawrence O'Donnell are doing, while not just insisting that they do not speak about it, but insisting that they don't know anything about the Bilderberg group. It stinks. All right. So bravo ESPN for at least winking at what everybody is thinking. And come on MSNBC, PBS, and CNN. Get with it. D.S. Palmer, author of St. Bart's High, or How I Had a Love for the Classes Beat Into Me. Go down there and press the like button. Subscribe because we got more great stuff coming up. Thank you.